Hello, welcome to this month's monthly move. I'm Elaine Cordis. I work with Spin Turn Creative Movement. Firstly, apologies for not being able to do a January monthly move. I wasn't well, but I'm back ready for the February one. So thank you so much for joining me. And for this one, we're going to sort of transition from the winter into the spring, just with a really, really gentle face and neck warm up. So sort of a little bit of massage, tiny little bit of movement. Just to kind of get our bodies back into warming up and back into moving. So I hope that suits you. So all we will need today is a sturdy chair if you have one, and some water or a drink close by. And as with all of the monthly moves, please just do what feels good and just look after yourself. Okay? So without further ado, let's get moving. So we're going to start just by warming up the scalp. So you can either do this one arm at a time, and you can just support your elbow if that feels good for you, or you could do both hands at a time. It's absolutely your choice. And we're going to just sort of tap the head and just all around, right down the back, over top of the ears, almost like there's raindrops coming onto the top of your head. And this doesn't suit everybody. So if you don't like the feeling of it, if you don't like the sound that you get in your head, what you could do is the shampoo. So you have your hands on the scalp, and you're just, like when you go to hairdressers and they really get into the scalp. And it can be a lot, well, I like it, can be a really nice feeling. So this is just a way, you've got loads of nerve endings in the scalp. And this is just a way of sort of waking the nerve endings up. It's a lovely thing to do first thing in the morning. And so you can either tap or do the shampoo or do a little bit of both, whichever suits you. And it's just a way of sort of kind of waking your body up and warming this part of your body up as well, which doesn't often get much attention. Normally gets a bit of a hairbrush in the morning, but often that's it. Okay, so just a couple more seconds of that. If you're loving it, some people do, then you can always pause the video and do it for a bit longer. And when you finish, you may want to just return your hair back. Not one to be doing once you've just been to the hairdressers, to how it was. I'm not sure if I've quite achieved that, but okay. And then we're going to move down to the brow. Okay, and it's going to do tiny circles. So you've just got your fingers, and again you can do it one hand at a time, supporting the elbow, just to make sure there's no tension in the shoulders here, because we don't want to be relaxing one part of the body and causing tension in another. Otherwise we'd be here all day. So just doing small circles, applying as much pressure as feels good for you. I put on quite a bit of pressure because I like that, but you might not. You can use 2 fingers if you prefer. When you've done it a couple of times, you're just going to smooth it out. Okay, and then we're going to move to the eyebrows, and exactly the same, just for small circles. It's just above the eyebrows. Being careful here of your eyes, just because these are quite delicate areas. You can do that a couple of times. And then I'm going to use what I like to call the pincers, crab pincers. I might do one at a time here. You're just going around the outside of the eyebrow and just giving it a very gentle squeeze. Very, very gentle. And it's really nice for just relieving a little bit of tension. and warming that area. You could do both at the same time, if not, one at a time. And again, you might want to support that elbow. You might find it feels a little bit strange. It might feel a little bit sore, and that's just the tension that you're releasing. So just go gentle. And when you're done, we'll just smooth it out. Okay? Remember to smile. Okay, and then we're moving down to this area here, which I like to call the laughter lines. And I would like to think that we all have some. And again, the small circles. One at a time or two at the same time, 2 fingers if you prefer. And just behind here, this area is often where a lot of mucus can be stored, just obviously right by the nasal passages here. And you might find when you have a cold, this area can be quite sore. It's just doing lots of work. So just go gentle, but this can be a good one to do if you have a cold, because it just sort of helps to ease that pathway. Okay, and just rubbing down. Brilliant, well done. And then we're going to move to the jaw. So again, you could do one side at a time if you prefer. We're just doing those small circles. And a lot of people hold a lot of tension in their jaws. So just thinking about relaxing this area here. Now I can admit to you, don't tell anybody, but that I grind my teeth at night. It's very attractive. And so I have quite a lot of tension in my jaw. And so this is a really good one for me. And when I do it, I realise quite how tense I can be. So if you're a fellow tooth grinder, this is a good one for you. Oh, you hear the dog out there. And then we can add, if you'd like to, the crab claw. So this can be a nice, you just almost gently squeezing there. And if you do get a bit of flesh there, you could always just give it a wee bit of a wiggle. There again, very gently. Okay. So I'm guessing that your face is probably feeling that a little bit warmer now. We're just going to do one last one, which is the ear. And we can use again our pincers, and you just go either side of the ear lobe, and you're just giving it, you can just do very gentle circles there, and just giving it a little bit of movement. Now this might feel quite strange. It's not something it's not something we're used to doing. I'm going down to the lobe. And you can, as you're doing it, you can just give it here a really gentle, not yanking, just sort of pull. So it's just giving it, like almost giving it a little circle. And there's a lot of muscles here, and that can be, you have a huge amount of tension there. So that can be really good just to give that ear a little bit of movement. And then just to finish the area, you can use one finger or both, but we're just doing circles on the back of the ear here. Okay, that should be a lot of ear action. And you've either done them both at the same time, or you can just do the other one. Again, I'm just doing the pincer. So either side, just giving it a little rub. And then I'm just doing like the whole ear, just giving it a little circle. And you might hear some little clicks and clunks. That's all those muscles just releasing. But very gently. If it feels in any way sore, please just stop, do something different, move it in a different way. And then we're just going just behind the ear there, just giving it very gentle circles. Okay. Okay, now that, you might feel a bit strange, because obviously our ears are also attached to balance as well, so that might feel a little bit strange. So just go gentle with everything, okay? Hope that's okay. And so we're going to just do one more. We're going to get the neck nice and warm, so rubbing those hands together, giving it a bit of welly so that we get a little bit of heat. There shouldn't be any steam coming, or maybe. And when that's enough, you put it on the back of your neck. You can do one at a time if that feels better. And it's like, should feel like a nice warm scarf. Oh, lovely. And then we can just do similar to what we were doing. Just little circles, a little rub on the neck there. Just giving it a bit of warmth. And you might want to just put your head down slightly so that your focus is onto your legs. Just to make it easier to reach, and it relaxes it more. Just giving it a bit of a rub. Oh, and breathing. Oh, I could do this all day. I love it. Actually, I think I prefer someone else to do it on me. Oh. Okay. Hope that feels nice. Thank you so much for joining me today. Feel free to look on the Spin Turn Creative Movement YouTube page, which has got, I think we've got about 14 monthly moves now, so there's loads to choose from. You can, you don't have to just do the new ones. If there's a one that you like, you can go back to it and do it whenever you like. There's so many different ones. There's cowboy ones, and there's waltz ones, and all kinds of different things. I think of it as a buffet, and you can find the thing that you like and do it at your leisure. And if you would like to subscribe to our YouTube page, you are most welcome, and you'll be in the know of what's happening. Otherwise, thank you again, and I will look forward to seeing you in March. Take care.